What is cracking, everybody? I am the minion of AllCast Irish Gamers. That's my gamer tag. Put it down, put yours in the comments, and we will duel. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. You really do me a solid, helps the video a lot. So, the Synchro event is upon us. Now, it hasn't started as of recording this video. It's still like 2 days away, but I thought I'd get in there preemptively because you've got the ability to make your deck and just get a deck out there. What have I gone for? I've decided to go for Baronne, Synchro, Maju, Turbo. I know that's a handful, but that's what I'm calling it. It's really, really good. You use the dangers along with your tuners to just turbo out that Baronne the floor and just win games. And if all else fails, you've got your cards that banish in the form of Dimension Shifter, Pot of Desires, and you've got Macrocosmos, and they will just banish everything, and then you just slap Maju down and push for game. But the main goal of this deck is, of course, Baronne. That's probably going to be a common theme with a lot of the Synchro decks, but this is just what I've gone for. Foolish me deconstructed a few key, absolutely brilliant Synchro cards a few days ago when I was in the middle of making, like, you know, a deck, and I can't believe it. Then they hit us with the Synchro event. I should have seen it coming because obviously they dropped the Synchro pack and stuff. So yes, egg on my face. But either way, I managed to grind, get enough points together, and just slap this deck out there. Okay, that sounds wrong when I say it like that, but it's actually really, really good, and it's budget too. Like, there's only about 5 UR cards in this whole deck, 2 of which being Ash, 2 of which being Dimension Shifter. Okay, maybe there's 6 or 7, but you know, either way, it doesn't actually cost as much as you would think. Another thing that helps this deck a lot that I've noticed in playtesting and solo mode, that is you gotta go first, because if you open up your floodgates, you want to get them on the field as quickly as humanly possible. So I've gone with Anti-Spell Fragrance. It's a decent card, it's SR. Yeah, it's not as good as Imperial Order, because at least under Imperial Order you can still activate your Pot of Desire. So if you did want to go with a replacement Anti-Spell Fragrance, go for it. You know, you'll activate Pot of Desire, so you won't get the draw, but you will get the banish for cost, and that will boost up your magic. But anyway, I went with Anti-Spell Fragrance because it's cheaper, and I've also gone with Macrocosmos, which is at 3 insanely. Like, who made this ban list? Konami, get your heads together. But these 2 floodgates are really, really powerful. They help the deck, they work the deck so much. Yeah, okay, Anti-Spell can kind of mess you up a little bit, but if you've got Baronne on the field, you can use his effect to pop, and you can pop Anti-Spell, and then your spells are back live. Now let's talk tuners for a second, because the main tuners I've got in here are Dark Resonator and Plague Spreader Zombie, for the simple key reason that one's level 3, the other's level 2. There's, you know, hardly any Synchro monster in this deck you can't make with either of these 2 guys, because you've got such a wide range of leveled monsters in the form of your dangers, all of which that I have in here are less than UR. Bigfoot is the only UR danger, and he's not in here because I can't afford him. See you later, Bigfoot. But in most of the situations, Thunderbird is going to do the same job. It's going to get your 8-star body on the field. You've got your Plague Spreader, and Plague Spreader will get itself back from the graveyard, if you're not banishing everything, that is. But it's just a great way to turbo out that Baronne and just get your deck going. It works so well. It's crazy how quickly you will make Baronne with this deck. Yeah, you've got the option to make other Synchro cards, but you're not gonna. I mean, I crafted one Baronne, and then I managed to open a pack and I got another one, so I was like, hey, 2, let's make Baronne Turbo. So I did, and this is what I got. Now let's talk flaws, because they are there, and the main flaw that I've noticed is your tuners are going to be your normal summons. So if you do have the normal summon, it's going to be for a tuner. Now you've also got Armageddon Knight in there, and he's going to be able to get Plague Spreader Zombie in the graveyard, and then Plague Spreader can special summon itself. So there is ways of special summoning your tuner in the form of Plague Spreader, but it's going to cost you a card from your hand to put back on the top of your deck, and then he gets banished afterward. So yeah, okay, there's a bit of a drawback to it, but Most of the time you're going to normal summon your tuner and then just start popping off with your dangers. Or pop off with your dangers first, but that's not really going to work for you, because then if you discard your tuner, you won't be making any Baron. Now, I still love this deck for the simple fact that if all else fails, you can't get Baron on the field, you just use your other normal summon in the form of Great Maju, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you've got a lot of cards banished by then, and you can just swing for game. Just boom, gone. Out of the ballpark. It's over, dude. And that's why I like Great Maju. I'm probably going to do a Great Maju deck coming up soon, which is going to include all sorts of links and, you know, exceeds, and of course synchros, but it just works so well with Baronne. Definitely recommend giving it a try. Here comes the deck list, let's check it out. So starting off, obviously we've got the 3 Plague Spreader zombies. It's basically your only way to special summon a tuner, and you can dump it into the graveyard with Armageddon Knight, so it's really handy, and it allows you to go into all sorts of synchro plays depending on what the situation calls for. You got your 3 copies of Great Maju, because he is a boss and you are able to special summon him from the deck with one of your synchro monsters. I'll get to that now in a while. Dark Resonator, he's your level 3 tuner. You can get him from the deck with Tour Guide, but I wouldn't recommend it. Tour Guide is really just to get Maju out of the deck so you don't accidentally banish them all with Pile of Desires. So that's why I've really only gone with 1 Tour Guide. You got Ash, also tuner, level 3. It's fire tuner, so it's going to be key to getting that synchro monster out that special summons Maju. I will get to it, we'll talk about it in a while. We got Danger Jackalope, 2 of him. Just a great 3-star monster that's going to help you get into Baronne, because if you discard Jackalope, you special summon a danger from your deck. You're giving you a choice of Nessie or Thunderbird, and you can go into Baronne from there. To Tsuchinoko, I think I'm pronouncing that right, but 2 of them anyway. It's just a free special summon of a level 3 body. Armageddon Knight, just great normal summon just to dump Plague Spreader, really like him, allows you to go into Coral Dragon. Danger Mothman, don't use him all that much, but hey, he's another danger, helps you discard, just decent body to get on the field. Dimension Shifter, puts in work. You could go with 3, I just can't afford it, so I've got 2. Danger Nessie, wow, love this card. It's level 7, so it works well with Ash, it works well with Dark Resonator, and because of its effect it allows you to search from your deck, so you can get your Thunderbird if you wanted to maybe aim for their back row, or you can search out Jackalope if you wanted to special summon Thunderbird, so that you can get your Plague Spreader and go into Baronne. It's pretty straightforward in that sense. Now onto the spells. Allure of Darkness, 2 of these. I just think 2 is a decent number, you don't want to brick on it really. Pot of Desires, you gotta have 3 just to increase your chances of opening it, and it fuels Great Maju, so 3 is the perfect number. Twin Twister for the back row hate, and it triggers your danger effects, so top card to have. Torrential Tribute, gotta have 3 of these. It pairs so well with Macrocosmos and Dimension Shifter and stuff. Just really good card for the deck. Anti-Spell Fragrance, this card puts in work. You go first, you activate that on their draw or standby phase, and against some matchups it'll be GG. Macrocosmos, fantastic floodgate, probably one of my favourites in the game. Love this card, the fact it's at 3 is absolutely nuts. Here we go, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Horse Prince. He's your key to getting Maju out of the deck. He'll lock you out of level 5 or higher monsters for the rest of the turn, but once you get Maju on the field, you know what you're doing, it's going to be game over. Metaphys Horus, don't think I've summoned him once, but hey, he's in there. High Speed Kendama, I also haven't summoned him at all, but you know what, I was running out of space, I just threw him in there. I don't have much crafting points left. Look at me, I'm broke, for God's sakes. I threw this guy in there as well because he could just be an extra draw. That draw could lead you into a danger monster that could get your whole, you know, engine going. So yeah, it's just a decent card to throw in there. Coral Dragon would probably be your main one to go to if you've got level 3 tuner and level 3 monster, because he'll allow you to discard a card to destroy an opponent's card, and then you can obviously discard a danger, pop the dangerous effect. Yeah, it works. I like Coral Dragon. Chaos King Archfiend, Probably not going to use them all that much, but just having the option to switch attack and defense could be like a Joey move, so I thought I'd give it a go. Samurai Destroyer, also not a great effect, but he does negate the effect of whatever monster he's battling. Could come up. Shooting Riser Dragon, awesome card. It'll allow you to dump what's his face, Plague Spreader into the graveyard. He'll drop down to level 5. Yeah, that's not really going to help you too much, but getting Plague Spreader back could help you with, you know, a danger monster that you're able to summon. So yeah, he's just a great way of dumping Plague Spreader, really. Hot Red Archfiend, haven't used him that much. I mean, you're not really going to level 8s all that often, depending on, like, maybe if you got 2 dangers on the field with a Plague Spreader. But look, he's in there to make up the numbers. Beezle, also level 8. Can't really see him coming up, but he might save you. Now, I threw this guy in there because he's level 9, so, you know, there would be ways of making him. And, like, he's just a great way of getting back a tuner if he's destroyed. So, yeah, you can recycle Plague Spreader. You know, stick a danger on the field, go into Baronne. Seems like a good move. Stellar Wind, Wolf Freyet. I can't really see myself using this card, not unless I summon him first and then pop off a lot of dangers. And, you know, you'd have to use like 5 monster effects for this guy's effect to become live. So, yeah, he's just in there to make up the numbers as well, really. But come on, let's talk about the big dog. Baronne de Fleur. This card is going to just own people in this event. Super, super good card. So effective. Love it. I'm actually thinking about buying it in real life. I just need to sell a kidney first. Well, look, thanks for watching the video, guys. Drop in the comments, let me know what your synchro deck is for the event, and I will see you in the next one.